Hey everyone, it's the Geeky Gamer, back for another commentary on one of my Gmod animations from this year. In between the two big, complicated ones, we had this nice, kind of short, simple one. Bob orders a burger at SMG3's Coffee and Bombs.
Can I help the next guest, please? Hello, sir. Welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you?
So just starting off, this one is based on the, guy orders a burger at Starbucks meme. I believe I first saw someone do an animatic or something with this meme for Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware. They had Benry trying to order a burger at Starbucks. And I've seen a couple others, like I saw a Star Wars one with Maul really annoying Obi-Wan, and I think one of the kind of well-known ones is an Owl House one with King trying to order a burger. So this particular audio has found its way around to several fandoms. And with the main character of this, kind of trying to start calm, but it's kind of slowly getting more and more irritated. I thought it'd be interesting to give Tari a focus for this one. Figured she'd, start out calm, but even she's got her limits. And you may have noticed these visors. You might think that, hey, they're kind of similar to Karen's, just a bit more low poly. These actually are from a fan-made add-on of a fan-made Karen model before the official one was released. And that add-on also contained, fan-made models of the kids. It's pretty much obsolete now, except if you want some of the separated props, including Karen's glasses, so you can make a kid Karen. But it had her kind of visor thing as a separate prop, so I was able to bone merge these onto Tari and Melanie to have them working at the coffee shop. So yep, Bob is the one to order a burger. I could not think of anyone in the cast who would be so deranged enough to try ordering a burger at a coffee shop, other than Mario, but I wanted to focus on the originals. And I threw Melanie in here as the one who's just dying of laughter the entire time, because I couldn't think of anyone else who would probably be just completely cracking up at it. This is pretty much the same technique as in when I had 4 kind of starting to having his brilliant moment of word association in One Thing You Can't Replace, where I had the UI for the face poser invisible, and I was just dragging the slider while the UI was invisible to separate the eyes. But I also did the zoom effect, and it worked really well. Probably some of the hardest animation in the video was just the various ways I needed Melanie to be laughing. Because this was still I'm still not super experienced with Gmod animation, so I had to try hard to make it look believable. And you just see Tari's nervous smile like, oh boy. And I'm glad we're not very far in because I forgot to put it in full screen.
Sir, we don't sell burgers here.
He just gets mad immediately. This is probably the Melanie laugh that I'm least pleased with, just kind of the wheezing. But you can see at this point, Tari is not nervous smile anymore. He's just like, oh no.
We sell panini.
Okay, well there's nervous smile. I don't remember where this panini model came from. I think it is actually a panini. I think it might be from the Coffee and Bombs pack.
Paninis and breakfast sandwiches.
And you see, I did populate the scene with everyone around there, and you'll see more as we go on, but I made sure the scene's populated even if not everyone's on screen for the whole video. And that was just I just used the unfreeze thing on Melanie to just have her drop to the ground, and it turned out pretty smooth. You can't even. I'm not even sure. I can't even tell if that was one single clip or 2 clips. That was smooth.
Diggers. Do that.
I would say there's no one saying that whatever line that you're good or something. I have no idea what's being said here.
Diggers. Do that.
It sounds like goose or good. I don't know.
That space boys.
No, we don't have burger extra cheese. We have panini with tomato mustard. No.
And this is the tipping point where Tari starts to get genuinely a bit annoyed and a bit angry when Bob actually starts getting, physical. Like that's where it crosses the line from like, okay, this is weird to, yeah.
Sir, I'm gonna have to
I'm really proud of the, the Discord call, doop sound, someone joining the call and how it syncs up to the door opening and then Karen just appearing. And hey, I got to give Karen a role in one of these. The slow head turn kills me.
What in the hell did I walk into?
Karen is probably one of the best animated characters in the video. Like, I think I did a really good job matching her head movements to the audio. But yeah, like, as soon as I decided I was going to do this audio, I knew Karen had to be in it. She just had to be it. I mean, she started... Actually, no, I think she started as a laundromat employee. I think that might have been her first appearance. Or maybe her first appearance was at a Starbucks. I don't remember. She's worked so many odd jobs over the series. I mean, she's only been around for like 3 years, but she's just became one of the most memorable and one of the best characters in the series. Melanie just popped me up.
I'm crying.
What happened? Hold on.
I get you a caramel macchiato.
And you can see the commotion has drawn some attention. You can see everyone's turning to look at them. And Forrest got Boopkins manning the camera to record the whole thing. It's kind of similar to something I talked about in the Who Broke It video and the Who Broke It commentary, where, Four was recording the whole thing and he instigated the whole, he broke the coffee machine. It's kind of that vibe of, he's always looking for content.
We don't have.
Oh my god, the voice changer, really?
You see, again, even more great Karen animation with the audio.
We don't have.
Oh my god, the voice changer, really?
We had to get some of the others in on this for some of the extra voices, because there's a lot of people in the call in the original audio, and a lot of people just kind of contributing to the madness.
I'm crying. Oh my god.
Sir, this is a Starbucks, not a McDonald's.
It is kind of hilarious that, like, this is a Starbucks and pointing up at a sign and it's like half of it is crazy overpriced coffee and half of it is bombs. Tori just kind of gently pushing Melanie out of the way because she's not being very helpful in this situation.
Sir, you're at the wrong store. You want a McDonald's?
Karen barely moves. She just instantly holds up a McDonald's box and points at it.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Okay, so this is one of the bits that is definitely a reason why I want to do these commentaries and explain, some of the jokes that I'm not sure if people got. So we've got Maggie kind of joining in on the fun and referencing the whole soup store. I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? I mean I'm at soup. What store are you in? I'm at the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? So I made her be the one to chime in because I honestly no real reason. Just why not? Let Maggie have a chance to be chaotic. But the part that I'm not sure if many people got, which only less than 200 people have watched this video, is the lowest viewed of the animations, which makes me sad because I really like this one. But like the part of the joke that I'm not sure people got as much, not really a joke, but just bit that I'm not sure if people really got was like Tari's expression here. She's meant to be looking at Maggie and kind of giving a like, what the heck? Like, you're not helping. Because, Maggie joining in with that is really just kind of feeding the chaos instead of helping resolve the situation. So it's just kind of interesting to see. There's not many times in the original series where Tari got like actually irritated. So it's kind of a rare moment of that. And then Bob just turn around.
Hello?
And this is the wide shot, Four is grinning ear to ear, Boopkins is smiling about it too. Yeah, Kristen Swag over here.
Oh my god.
It does make me a bit sad that like I could really only be moving one at a time because like you can visibly see. Like you have, Tori kind of moving her head down for no, and then you have Melanie laughing. But then Melanie freezes and then you got Karen. Oh my god. That might be something I should look into for future animations, which is like sort of like making a crop, sort of cropping the video feed into multiple segments, so I can have multiple characters moving at the same time in unique ways. Although in this case, it would be hard to do that with Tari and Karen since they're standing so close together.
God.
Okay.
We sell
Now
coffee and confectionery
Jeez.
here. Jesus Christ. Boss, I need to get the manager.
Again, it's just rare to see Tari getting this mad.
Smiley, how much of that did you get?
So the whole reason I've got 4 boopkins in here with the camera is just because of this whole, how much of that did you get line. The compound, it comes out of nowhere in the original, but it's great here, especially this slow zoom out. I do wish Bob was maybe a bit more centered, or a bit less angled, or something, because you can clearly see it's uneven, but whatever.
Oh.
What?
Karen's what? It's the simple animation on the what.
What?
Sir, do you want the? Sir, do you want?
And of course, 3 finally shows up because he's the manager. Eggdog gets a cameo.
To speak to the manager?
He's ordering from the ether.
I couldn't figure out who to do that ordering from the ether line, so I just had Maggie show up.
He's ordering a burger. No.
It's just an abrupt end with
Sir, do you want to
something that you would not expect Tari to do.
speak to the manager?
And this is a shot we really got to break down.
He's ordering a burger.
I kind of want to point out now that I really played with the pupil sizes to kind of show degrees of shock and anger and surprise throughout the whole video. And at this point, when Tari and Karen are at their maddest and 3 is crazy shocked, I shrunk the pupils all the way down on the face poser. And then we guys gotta talk about this scene because we go into a clip where I just shot Tori's arm or fist all the way up to Bob's face and froze that in place, and I flung Bob off the screen.
No.
Honestly, the no, it's not as angry in the original audio, but I just kind of, in the context of the animation, this is Tari hits her breaking point. But yeah, the punch
Sir, do you want to speak
the
to
punch turns out
manager?
really
He's
smooth.
ordering from the ether.
He's ordering a burger. No.
Howard's fist just rockets up to Bob's face and then he goes flying off the screen. And they're just shocked. I feel like I was really just stating a lot of the obvious in this commentary, but it's felt really unique. Really unique to have, Tari practically losing it over this situation. Because, like I said, in the original series, she never really didn't normally get irritated or mad or to a point of, punching Bob. One of the only kind of more recent times I can think of would be the 2024 Christmas special, where just with all the different things that everyone was asking her to do and just stacking so many priorities on her plate, where she kind of hit a breaking point towards the end of that. Overall, I like this animation. It's really simple, and there's only one room. Even Who Broke It had 2 rooms with the kitchen and Four's office. This one takes place entirely just within the main lobby of Coffee and Bombs. And I did film it entirely in order, so none of the camera angles stay the same because I was constantly moving the camera. I could have potentially just filmed all the scenes in one camera angle at once, but I decided not to. Film it all in order. That way I don't have any continuity errors. Especially with all the food items that get stacked up on the counter by the end. I'm not sure where the panini went. Well, let's take it to the behind-the-scenes footage. So as opposed to some of the other things, this had just 3 really long video files for the behind-the-scenes recordings. I have no idea why the playback bar is so much longer in just the standard view compared to the full screen view. So you can see here how I found the derp slider. Not the simp slider, the derp slider. I just made the UI invisible with my hotkey. And then just slid it invisibly. I gotta turn my phone buzzer off when I'm recording. Okay, I did actually do a bit of out of sequence stuff. Melly initially putting her hands on her mouth when Bob first speaks, and then when she starts laughing. Those are both in the same camera angle. I was trying to figure out a sandwich. I could have gone with a heavy sandwich from TF2, but the sandwich I did go with actually is from the Showgrounds. So let's see how I actually did Melanie falling down after laughing so hard. Well, that unfreeze didn't work so well. And that was the winning one. Okay, so it was 2 spliced clips, but she was in the exact same position at the end of the first and the start of the second, so it looked pretty seamless. I'm just realizing my fizz gun glow. Like, it's super faint, but you can see the pulsing. And trying to get a good angle for Bob, like, grabbing Tari over the counter to basically yell in her face was tricky. Especially because, like, that's a wide counter. And I guess 3 and Egg Dog are just backstage the entire time. And Karen was backstage before I brought her in. And I just used the stand tool, just trying to get her at the correct height. Just a little eyebrow raise goes... It does so much. I think the expressions, like the facial expressions in a lot of these, are one of the strong suits of my animations. Right, so this one is where the video file changed because I made a lot more edits to the people in the background. Not sure why Tari's hand is on her head. I don't remember that. That's a scrapped concept that I don't remember. Because, like, her hand is never up on her head like this in the final video. I will say, the Mario Bros. Face posing for them is sometimes a bit trickier because they don't have a lot of the same options. Also, like, all their eyelids are just separate textures. Trying to get Luigi to, like, smile with his teeth is a bit tricky. What did I use? I had to use Insane Smile. And you can see just, again, little bits of expression. Like, you know, bottom eyelids just kind of coming up a bit. Just kind of, like, from smiling and laughing so hard. I think this was another potential. No, it wasn't that tricky bit. I was just about to say the. Oh no, wait! It was a bit trickier because I was trying to figure out how exactly I wanted Melanie just kind of showing up on the counter, and subtle details like, you know, Psycho looking over and smirking. Bob's turn was first try. It was just perfect the first try, and I'm surprised just how much of, like, how little of the video is still in this remaining 30 minutes. Yeah, I had to back up in order to, like, get Tari to walk back in the back room. Which, walk in very loose definition. It just basically floats back there. I tried to put Bob in as much of a T-pose as possible. And I brought out 3 and Egg Dog. Brought Meggy over just for this one, like, quick seconds gag. And yeah, getting Bob to appear from the top was tricky. It was trying to get the right angle. I can see why this took, well, no, only about 8 minutes on this last segment. Why was I thinking that, like, I had him actually, like, physically coming in? That would be too hard. Oh no, wait, I did have... I'm stupid. I'm misremembering my own animation that I watched, like, less than half an hour ago. I will say, like, I have all these different, like, fist presets, or finger posing presets, because so many different ragdolls have different ways that their fingers get posed. Like, it's different for Mario, it's different for most of the SMG4 characters, it's different for Hat Kid. For the SMG4 characters, I believe it's, like, backwards, actually, which gets quite annoying. And we have the multiple attempts of Tari punching Bob in the face, or in the head. Trying to have it look natural, but also in a way so that when I freeze her hand after the punch, and then move on to the next shot of Bob flying off, it doesn't look like Tari's fist has moved too much. Just trying to make it look as seamless as possible. And I guess that was the one. I just tried a variety of different... And I tried a couple of different kind of positions for that final cry of no. And that was the one. So yeah, shorter, simpler animation, not much to talk about. So this video is probably longer than it needs to be because of how many things I said too many times. But hey, I'm doing commentaries on all of them, so had to do this one, even though it was simple. You would not believe how disappointing it was to have this be the video that came immediately after my video about Minecraft rejected suggestions, which is the most viewed video on my channel. And that one already had, you know, many thousands of views by the time this one released. And this one, still half a year later, only 200 views. But luckily, that would be rectified with the 4th and final animation from this year, or at least final so far, which we will be looking at next time. I had one animation applying the SMG4 crew to a scene from Parks and Rec, one applying them to a John Mulaney stand-up sketch, and one applying them to a meme audio, that had its home on YouTube. But the next one is barely focused on the SMG4 crew at all. Next time, we will be taking a look at Chris and Susie's weird route across the multiverse. My absolute favorite the animations I've made so far this year. And one of my favorite videos I've made in general. And so when we get to this one, strap in because it's going to be a long one. An almost 10-minute video with a lot to cover in the behind the scenes footage. And a whole lot of little jokes. So be ready for a long one. But in the meantime, I don't know, why not give some more views to Bob Orders a Burger? Because this one could really use some. 200 views in 6 months. Small channel problems. I'm the Geeky Gamer. See ya!